Brian Wright, Daily B 105. Wow, 105. What am I talking about? I'm talking about making yourself indispensable in the community. Hey, this is Brian Wright from BrianWright732.com and fitin.com, PHITIN.com. It is an amazing day here in New Jersey. I'm sitting outside of my backyard. It's 80 degrees, no humidity, beautiful. So what am I talking about? What I'm talking about is when defining your business, one of the things we get into, it gets kind of like politics, where it's like, well, why are you voting for this guy? Well, because he's not that guy. And when we define ourselves in the community, we do that a lot, where, why should I train with you? Well, because I'm not the other guy. But that's not enough. Who are you? And who are you in a way that differentiates yourself? Who are you that makes you, a superhero to the person you're talking to? Not meaning that a superhero in terms of, something fantastic, but what makes you that one-of-a-kind thing that'll solve a problem, or that one-of-a-kind answer to anything for them. You've got to really understand who you are. And there are ways for that. So if you create like an XY graph and you put down the two extremes of like businesses in your area and what they do. So you take, one side, then you take another, and then work towards the middle with how all these businesses define themselves. And what you're looking for then is, by defining yourself, what empty slot do you fill? So don't talk about all the things that you guys do that are the same. You can talk about the things that are uniquely yours, and that's the true value of your business, because that's when people do the mathematics and they say, well, I can go to this place for the same results, but this place provides this, which is different, and that's what the value comes from. And that helps you with your pricing, that helps you with selling yourself, selling your business, that just helps you in so many ways. Everybody has the same script in like businesses. So for martial arts schools in particular, it's like, okay, self-confidence, get in shape, mental discipline, toughness, stress relief, whatever. It's always that same cascading info chart. Well, what do you do that's different within your community? If there's 10 other martial arts schools and you're all saying the same thing, then it's just going to be scheduling and price that differentiates you. When the reality of it is, it's not the schedule and the price that makes you different. It's the instruction. It's the systems in place. It's the level of customer service. There are very specific business functions that separate. Now for you, it's defining all of those things in a way that's not like, again, they suck because whatever, or come here because we're not them. It's, yes, we all do these base things, but we do this particular section of it differently for this reason, or we have the added benefit of this because of our experience. Speak to your experience and what value that has for the targeted audience. And that's what makes you the superhero, the rock star, world famous in your small community. That is the key. It's understanding yourself so well that you can define yourself and the differences with your competition. And I don't even know if it's competition as much as just the other people in the space. Because again, if someone comes to you and what you do that's different is not what they're looking for, let them go. But if someone comes to you and they recognize the difference and they find value in the difference, they're going to give you money. You're going to give them the service. You've just made a trade. Now you have a viable business. That's the key. It's creating a trade that works for both of you. That's everything in business. That's what's going to keep you in business. So you're constantly putting yourself in a position where you're defining your unique qualities in a way that creates value so that the consumer appreciates that value and then pays and then shows up. And then if they really like it, they bring other people. And it just makes your life so much easier. So that's what you should just spend some time thinking about, is create that chart. Create an XY chart that says, here are all the businesses. This is the one extreme. Here's the other extreme. These are how they all define themselves. Now, define yourself and then see where the crossover is and eliminate speaking about that and start speaking to the things that no one else does, which makes you unique, and start defining the benefits for your targeted audience that uniqueness is. And now you've got a legitimate opportunity to have a unique value proposition in your community, to really target your marketing in a way that makes sense, and to really be able to invest in specific things that'll have a good return. So make yourself indispensable in your community by talking about your unique value. That's it. Very simple. All right, it's Monday. It's a beautiful day. I would love to go for a walk. I'm going to get back to work. I hope you do the same. I hope you think a little bit about yourself and what your value is, and then you go crush some of these goals. All right, I'll talk to you later.